what it is now. Actually, let's have a look. It's going to be a Yemen hardpoint first. Then and I am sure of this, believe me. It's a search and destroy on standoff for the second map. Then we're going to slums. The third map, not the first map today. It's going to be a slums capture the flag, a raid hardpoint. Yes, raid hardpoint. Hopefully, we're going to get to a fourth map. And express search and destroy is going to be our fifth. As I said, I will post that in the chat, and I will also post the bracket again so everybody can have a look at everything and all the rules and stuff. And yeah, there we go. I see somebody putting Kesmal putting away. Kesmal, I can't wait to see you at EGL, man. He's really helped me out with some of my research, so big shout out to him. But here we go, Pizzy. Yemen hardpoint.
I can't wait to see this. Let's go ahead. We talked a lot about TCM. Let's go ahead and jump on board with them right away, even though I did start up on Store and I wanted to see him. But let's get on board with Monks. I gave him a lot of love. He's going to be rocking this SMG on Yemen. I would suspect they have a 3 AR strap, but no, they got 2 SMGs, it looks like, and 2 ARs. And we'll have to see how they play this as we see Monks. He's going to push for treehouse control right away. Let's jump on board with Marky B as he's in the hard point right now. He's trying to slay around it with this AR, and he's going well right now as they've kept him off. And it looks like Rich is going to pick up some kills in exchange of kills. And Monks, he's going to start baiting this hard point, Chewy. We talked about this last night. Just sitting there on the mid arch, just baiting the hard point. Whenever someone gets in it, you go ahead and try to get those 200 and play for those score streaks.
Oh yeah, definitely. And one thing that I did also like, and I love the way that Jake's played this, obviously the pickup here for TCM, and he moved around that left street, as we were talking about yesterday actually, Pizzy, and started to try and get control of the top there, as we do see him take out Pato there, using that Warrior Scorpion. Love that gun. It's definitely one that a lot of people like to use, as we do see everything kind of all tied up now. It's not really too much of an advantage on this first hardpoint hill, as we kind of expect. We've only got 15 seconds before it is going to rotate over to that key second hardpoint, which is in the scaffold area. Let's switch back on board with Jake, just because I want to see how he's going to be able to rotate towards it, going up towards that purple room area, completely clear in there. Currently score is 20-6. Look at him just absolutely destroy everybody with that thing. Yep, score 20-7 and rising now. There we go. We've got Insight starting to make a move on things, and yeah, looks pretty well set up in there.
And it looked like it was Hadsi who made that nice initial push over there to Treehouse, and he took out Rich to win that Treehouse control, the initial Treehouse controls. We see Jake pushing around now. He is going to be taken out by Store. Store with a huge 2-piece. He's got 3 kills in a row, Chewy. We'll go ahead and jump on board with him. Now he's EMP'd currently, so we're not going to be able to see the kill scroll or anything like that. But it does look like it is going to be, once again, Insight setting things up and really controlling this hard point. He picks up another one. Can he get this? Oh, he's out of bullets, Chewy, unfortunately, on his streaks.
Jake is just too good right now. He's really been impressing me. Let's have a look at the scoreboard and see what he's doing. Jake going 7-4 right now with 3 defenders. Unfortunately, does get taken out, and this is really close. Score 29-35, all contested at the minute. Although we do see Rich taking control of the hard point for these last few seconds. We've only got 10 seconds before it's going to rotate up towards that top market. Again, a very hotly contested one. And we did see yesterday, you know, we saw Supremacy take the full 60 seconds on it. And if they hadn't taken the full 60 seconds on it, then TEC were going to come right back into the game. But they dominated from therefore on. And Rich going absolutely massive right now. He's on a 5-score streak. Let's jump on board with him. He's managed to pick up his Hellstorm missile and his Lightning Strike. And yeah, he just needs to make his way up to that stealth chopper, and it could be GG no re.
Oh, definitely, especially in Yemen. There's so many open hard points. That stealth chopper can come in big ways. You see him, he's going to plant this lightning strike. He's going to at least pick one off the hard point. Does get the 2, does get that 3. Big plays from Rich, giving his team the last 35 second control. He's got it on his hard point, and he's got a stealth chopper, Chewy. Absolutely massive. Rich, 9 in a row, looking for those double-digit kills in a row. Unfortunately, Chewy didn't put on a swarm today.
No, he didn't put on a swarm. I think I've only seen one person do that in an EGL game before. The weirdest thing I've seen in an EGL game, I believe you were casting that as well, was Flux from TCM, as a coincidence, when he decided to run DSR and a crossbow in Search and Destroy Meltdown. But yeah, Rich going absolutely massive on a 9-score streak. We'll switch away from him though, just because nobody's going to be contesting him towards the next one. Let's give the guys from Insight some love, because we haven't really seen them too much. I'm going to jump on board. I was going to jump on board with Pato, but he unfortunately dies. So we'll jump on board with Too Much, who's on a 3-score streak right now, currently controlling the hardpoint on his own. Does get taken out there by Jake, headshot with that Scorpion, and he's going to spawn over towards this Archer section. He's got to get control of it, because TCM, look at that, they just pushed in so easily there.
What a shot from Jake there. That's not an easy thing to do, to jump shot right there, Chewy. He did it so effortlessly. And again, Insight breaking this hard point. That's already twice we've seen the hard point broken in Church here, and that's very rare to see. Usually it's a struggle. You have to get at least 2 or 3 pushes in to break this hard point, but both teams, Chewy, showing that they are really good at breaking hard points, especially on this Church.
Yeah, for sure. And as we were again discussing yesterday, Pizzy, you're not going to have those shotguns like you'll see on the MLG scene, which can pretty much hold down a whole hard point for absolutely the the full 60 seconds, especially on this church one. And it's a really hotly contested game right now. I do see Pato managing to pick up his Hellstorm missile, not going to be far away from his lightning strike. He's going to be able to get it here. Somebody, I think that's Marky B just outside the door, and there we go. He is able to pick it up. Unfortunately, Marky B not able to do anything, and that's great work from him. It looks like he's going to be calling that in straight away, trying to take TCM off the next hard point. But I think he's called that in too early, in my opinion, really, because none of his team are actually anywhere near the hard point, and they're just getting completely cleaned up as they try and make their way. So he's just wasted that lightning strike, in my opinion.
TCM spawned right on Treehouse, Chewy. You're exactly right. If you're going to call in the streaks, you want to at least push the spawn so you get him to spawn all the way out. And now he's going to call in his Hellstorm. I don't know if he's going to pick up one. He is able to pick out Marky B before he gets killed. But I do agree with you, Chewy. I'm disappointed in that first lightning strike. They could have had control right now if he just would have saved it.
Yeah, we'll stay on board with the guys from inside, though. Let's give Hadzi some love because we haven't really seen him so far, see what he's going to be able to do. Score currently 110 and rising for TCM against 98. We're about halfway through, 5 minutes left on the clock, so this is all hotly contested, which is what I love to see. Marky B going big, though, on a 3-score streak. We'll have to jump on board with him, see what he's going to be able to do, see if he can earn streaks, because, of course, if he can do that, especially on that AR roll, he's going to go big. I think Monksy just picked up a massive 3-piece there as well on my screen. So TCM locking down this top. Yeah, there we go. Here comes the stealth chopper now. I was wondering when he was going to call that in, and unless this gets taken down pretty quickly, Pizzy, it's going to give them so much more map control.
Oh, and a War Machine from Monksy coming out too, so they got a lot of score streaks to deal with over here on the inside lineup as we see Hatsy trying to take out the chopper. Let's go ahead and switch on board to TCM because Monksy's on a 6-kill streak right now. 7 as he directly impacts Pato there. Good plays from Monksy. And you know, this game isn't out of reach, but the score streaks look like they're about to put it that way, Chewy.
Yep, I wanted TCM just needed to warm up and get their things going and realize what insight we're going to be doing, and then go, nah, we're just going to pull away from you now and show what we can do and really show off. Obviously, Insight still in with a very big chance of taking this Yemen hardpoint, but with the streaks that TCM are starting to rack up, it's getting more and more difficult for them as we see the score 147 to 111, so only about 30 points there and thereabouts in between the two teams. My maths is terrible, so not quite that much, but near enough anyway. But we'll jump on board. Let's jump on board with Marky B, actually, because he's got that Hellstorm missile, and I want to see how he's going to be rotating towards this next scaffold hardpoint. He does see somebody over there towards purple, and gets headshotted though by Pato. We'll switch on board with Pato, the guy who just killed him, see if he's going to be able to lock down anybody here. But look at this Codcaster curse, Pizzy. I had this last night, dude. Whenever I jump on board with somebody, they die.
Yeah, Chewy, it's worth pointing out that Monksy did use his Hellstorm right there. And like we were just talking about for Insight not doing it, Monksy waited for his team to push the spawns, and now they got all of Insight spawning across the map after he used the Hellstorm. They got a couple killed, and they have control of this treehouse hardpoint. You couldn't play that any better if you're Monksy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Monksy is a very, very, very smart player. We've seen it time and time again, the way that he plays hardpoint especially, and his Search and Destroy plays. One of my favorite players to see on Search and Destroy, and you actually classed him as one of your top 20 players in a video that he did recently, as he picks up a 2-piece there on Pato and Story, gets the assist. I thought he was going to get a long-range kill there with that B23R. He uses that thing so well, and unfortunately does get taken out by Hadzi, and Marky B is going to be able to pick up the last few points. He is calling in this Hellstorm missile, realizes that nobody's actually on the hard point, and he's going to take out Pato, which I think is going to leave pretty much all of TCM to start to get the initial few points on this next market hard point.
Rich just got a huge 2-piece, and he's staying alive in this hard point right now. Great plays from Rich, and now he's got to recognize they're coming through arches. And it looks like it's going to be Marky B and Monksy picking up kills. Monksy does get one, and Rich with a 1 burst. And the other player, of course, Monksy really helped him out there. And oh, he's so close to the streaks again, Chewy. Rich is playing very well. I've seen Rich play before, Chewy, but not this well. He's 25 to 10 with 6 captain 4 defense. Absolutely out of his skin right now.
I mean, all of the TCM guys are those guys who can just go off pretty much whenever they feel and choose to do so. They're all incredible players, and I wouldn't say that anybody outshines the other and stuff like that, but you know, we always say about how Monks is such a strong player. But you know, obviously Rich and Flux as well, who obviously is not with us today. Jake is picking up for Flux whilst he's lucky on holiday. I'm very jealous of him sunning himself right now. But you know, all of TCM can do it, as we do see them take over a 100-point lead here, and this game was within about 5 points of each other, but TCM have just managed to go absolutely massive on this top market hardpoint, completely clear everybody away, and we need to make sure now for Insight that they get the full 60 seconds of this if they want to stand a chance, because I somehow don't think they're going to do it, because TCM only need 8 seconds.
Yeah, it's the tale of 2 score streaks, Chewy. The TCM got their score streaks. They used them properly. Insight, they kind of choked them there a little bit, and that was the difference in the game so far, is TCM really using the score streaks to their advantage, and it's something you have to do here in this Black Ops 2 game at the professional levels. We see, I'm on board with Jake there. That was pretty funny. He kept jumping up with his B32R trying to get the shot. Unfortunately, the player laid down, and the hardpoint is currently contested here. If TCM break this, they're going to get the full control, and they're going to get the points, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, and we might have to hold this out for a statue hardpoint victory.
Yeah, but it's going to look like it's going to come down that way as we see Stora managing to pick up the last few seconds. That was really well held by the guys from Insight. You know, we said that they didn't use their streaks too well, but they've definitely put themselves inside. This is going to go right down to the wire. I'm still pretty sure that they're going to be able to take this as we see Hadzi actually pick up Rich and Monkey there with his lightning strike. I still think TCM are going to take this. Insight just left a bit too much work for them to do at the end. They held that church hardpoint incredibly well. See Marky B in control of the hardpoint though. Looks like a Hellstorm missile is going to take him out, unfortunately though, and everybody's just starting to rush. The hardpoint is currently in control by nobody. There we go. That's going to be it. 250 to 185 is going to be your final score here on Yemen Hardpoint, not Slums Hardpoint, Chewy, as I did call out earlier. Yemen Hardpoint is going to be it. And there we go. TCM taking a 1-0 lead in the series, and Pizzy, they only need 2 more maps, Search and Destroy and CTF, and they guaranteed top 2 placement and £300.
Big match coming up now, Chewy. Now it's all up to Insight. They have to get back into this game on the Search and Destroy. It's a game changer. You take a look at the scoreboard. Everyone from TCM except for Rich, who went double positive, dropping 30 bombs. That is how you slay, Chewy. That is how you win a game. You just absolutely outslay your opponent, and it's going to be very, very, very difficult for them to come back. And we saw that Insight couldn't do it. There's too much slaying power on TCM.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it is too much slaying power, and we just saw them racking up those score streaks time and time again, going on big score streaks. I think it was Monksy who hit a 10 score streak at one point in that, and brilliant plays by them. So really impressed with how TCM started off in this game. They're obviously warmed up even with that pickup of Jake. You know, he's fitted right into the squad straight away, and I don't think he's going to be a disadvantage to them at all right now. He's definitely a strong player in